To the Alliance Healthcare Foundation, we sincerely thank you for your acceptance of our application for the Mission Support Grants Program. My name is Jessica Wishan. I'm the director of P.A.T.H in San Diego. P.A.T.H stands for People Assisting the Homeless. We were initially founded in Los Angeles in 1984, and we're dedicated to ending homelessness for individuals, families, and communities. In San Diego, we're the lead agency providing services and operations for Connections Housing downtown, which is a project under development in 2012 and slated to open in 2013. And when that happens, we'll be providing 223 units of housing, 73 of them supported through Section 8 housing vouchers. Affordable, high-quality health care provided by Family Health Centers of San Diego. And we're acting as a convener for over 25 nonprofit agencies providing services on site. So a person experiencing homelessness can end their homelessness right there and then without ever having to leave the building. How are we different? Well, we're reaching out to people on the street. So rather than opening our doors and having people come to us, we go to those individuals who are most unengaged in services, most chronically homeless, who need our help most, and they're also the people who are most costly to taxpayers because they are the most frequent users of the area's public systems. So we have a goal of housing 25% of downtown's homeless population and improving lives not only for individuals, possibly saving lives for individuals, but making the community at large a better and safer place to live. On this video, you'll hear from P.A.T.H CEO Joel John Roberts, from Rick Gentry, the CEO of the San Diego Housing Commission, and from Dr. James Dunford, who heads up the County Medical Services for San Diego. Thanks again.
5 years, we've dramatically changed from a transitional housing, emergency shelter program to a program that's basically saying, let's get people in apartments. That's our #1 goal. Everything else doesn't count, because that's our commitment, is to not just house people, not just to help people, but to actually reduce the number of people on the streets. And that's our commitment. Our commitment is to use our outreach teams with Downtown Partnership and the police department and some of the other providers to go out and identify the people who are most hurting and most vulnerable and get them into our building, because they'll never get into our building on their own. Today we can say that there will be 29 agencies in this building. And today we can say there's about 80 agencies and companies and groups and faith groups that have at least verbally volunteered to support this. We're really excited about this partnership in San Diego, and we're really excited that we're one little piece of this puzzle that I think the rest of the country is going to see and be really amazed of what's happening.
This morning I actually participated in a tour of Connections Housing and looked at the stage of construction right now, and it looks wonderful. So I have more than a hope now. I have a knowledge that the property is going to look good, it's going to have the proper configuration architecturally and socially, and it's going to be a great asset to the people of San Diego. What Connections Housing will do will become a one-stop shop for the homeless, so that not only do they have shelter, but they have connections to service providers that will help these folks become part of the mainstream of society. So I think what this project will do, Connections that is, will be good not only for the homeless in downtown San Diego, but for the citizens as a whole as well.
So I think that's the thing for me, is that people who are the most in need of housing typically are also the most impactful on the business community. I'm an emergency physician at UCSD for 32 years. You know, I mean, any time I see a patient who comes repeatedly, I know that that's just waste. Not only is like lives lost, but it's money lost down the drain too. So, you know, these kinds of ideas of going after especially needy people and getting them what they need first and foremost actually is the most intelligent approach you can have to these kind of problems.